BingX, a trusted global crypto exchange. Trade spot, futures, or copy top traders easily. Sign up via the link or referral code to get 30 USDT instantly, plus up to 1,500 USDT in bonuses for verification, deposit, and trading.
A recent policy shift in New Zealand has ignited a firestorm of criticism. As the government moves to dismantle a legal mandate requiring schools to integrate Māori culture into their classrooms, this decision, announced by Education Minister Erica Stanford, has drawn sharp condemnation from educators, school leaders, and board members across the nation, who fear it signals a concerning retreat from inclusivity and a potential undermining of Indigenous rights. The obligation, in effect since 2020, stemmed from the Treaty of Waitangi, the foundational document of New Zealand, signed in 1840 between Maori tribes and the British Crown. This treaty is a cornerstone for upholding the rights of Maori, and its mandate for schools meant that policies, strategic plans, and curricula were to actively reflect the customs, knowledge, and worldviews of local Maori communities. However, in an abrupt reversal, Minister Stanford declared the treaty requirement would be removed, citing a belief that it had not demonstrably improved Maori educational achievement and unfairly burdened volunteer school boards with interpreting complex treaty obligations. She argued that the Crown, not school boards, held the primary responsibility for upholding the treaty. Under the new directive, school boards will still be expected to strive for equitable outcomes for Maori students, facilitate Maori language instruction upon parental request, and ensure schools represent cultural diversity. Yet, critics argue that while these elements may persist voluntarily, the removal of a legal requirement risks diminishing the visibility and importance of Indigenous culture, education, and language. Meredith Kennett, president of the New Zealand School Boards Association, forcefully refuted the minister's assertion, stating the treaty clause was not a mere formality but a vital tool that enabled school boards to implement policies that truly serve the needs of Maori and all New Zealanders. Kennett emphasized that far from being divisive, the clause had been a unifying force within schools, and its removal, conversely, could inflict significant harm, including to social cohesion. Leanne Oteen, president of the Post-Primary Teachers Association, echoed these sentiments, highlighting that school boards had enthusiastically embraced the treaty obligation, fostering school environments where Maori children felt seen, valued, and where their language and culture were actively respected. Oteen pointed to concrete examples such as schools engaging with local IWI for historical knowledge, incorporating traditional songs and dances, and using Maori language in signage and greetings. She stressed the immense value of the rich, generational knowledge passed down through Maori culture, which contributes to the unique identity of the land. Furthermore, Oteen expressed concern that this move places New Zealand out of step with global trends, where many nations look to New Zealand as a leader in the revival of Indigenous language and culture. This policy change arrives amid a broader agenda by the current coalition government to dismantle what it terms race-based policies, leading to significant rollbacks in initiatives aimed at improving Maori health, well-being, and representation. The opposition Labour Party leader, Chris Hipkins, decried the decision as a retrograde step, suggesting the government is prioritizing cultural conflicts over addressing economic challenges. The backlash underscores a deep concern among many that this policy shift represents a deliberate move away from honoring the principles of the Treaty of Waitangi and a disregard for the vital role Maori culture plays in the fabric of New Zealand society. The debate continues to highlight the complex and often contentious landscape of Indigenous rights and cultural recognition in contemporary New Zealand, raising profound questions about the nation's identity and its commitment to partnership with its Indigenous people. The implications of this policy reversal are far-reaching, impacting not only the educational experiences of Maori students but also the broader social and cultural landscape of the country. The government's justification, focused on perceived administrative burdens and a lack of measurable educational impact, stands in stark contrast to the passionate arguments from educators and cultural advocates who view the integration of Maori culture as essential for fostering a truly inclusive and equitable society, and for honoring the spirit of the Treaty of Waitangi. The decision to remove the legal requirement is seen by many as a symbolic dismantling of progress, potentially relegating Maori culture to the periphery rather than embedding it at the core of the National education system. The calls for reconsideration are mounting, as stakeholders grapple with the potential consequences of this pivotal policy change and its impact on future generations and the nation's international standing as a proponent of Indigenous cultural revitalization. The ongoing discourse surrounding this issue is a crucial indicator of the deeply held values and differing perspectives that shape New Zealand's ongoing journey towards reconciliation and biculturalism.